Hey everybody, welcome again to Fostering Music one more time. But if this is your first time here in the channel, seja bem-vindo, bem-vindo aqui ao meu canal. I have been out for a little bit. I'm coming back, sorry, like 2 weeks. And I'm coming back with a Portuguese song. So today we're gonna react to a Portuguese, very regional song that I have never listened before. And well, I do know a little bit about the idea of the song. What would it be? What would it be? Because I have heard already from other commenters here in the channel about the Alentejo Cante. So it's like a song called Alentejo Singing. Anyway, so yeah, here is the migrant Brazilian, and my purpose here in the channel is to put myself into another show by reacting to songs from different countries, different cultures, understand a little bit more about the world by that, and of course with the help of you guys here, the commenters. So do not hesitate to comment if I'm committing any mistake here in the channel. Yeah, feel free to do it. Actually, I want it. And also, I will be reacting and telling my 2 cents on the story. We always do in the channel. First, preconceptions part, and then we'll go to reaction. If you want just to skip the reaction, you can probably click about here on the timestamp and you will see the reaction. Now here is the part that I'm going to talk about Portugal, and then you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So, Cante Alentejano, it's singing Alentejano. It's a singing part, I think it's not south of Portugal. And what I saw at the beginning is like, well, I never heard anything about that. Some of the commenters came and they told me that there's this type. I think it is because I saw a guy called Mondadeiras, a guy reacting, singing a song called Mondadeiras. And that was the first guy who introduced me to that path of learning the Cante Alentejano. It's pretty cool actually, different from most of the things that I have heard before, although I think it looks a little bit like there's a song, there's a course, the country of course, Corsica, I don't know how to say that in English, that they have a song that is similar fashion to that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's very interesting. About Portugal itself, I learned that there is more than one region. You guys separate the regions based on the Tejo River, so that's actually Alentejo means after the Tejo, I guess. And then you have the other region to the north that people probably recognize that as the historical origin of Portugal. Yeah, that's very cool too. Another thing that I came to realization that Portugal is really connected to the sea, like being seafarers and crusaders of the sea, and that became sort of the cultural heritage of Portugal. That's very interesting, and it makes sense because in the 1500s they were shaping the world, well, together with Spain, but those two countries were shaping much of our understanding about the world with that intent. Yeah. Now, I don't know much about the geography of Portugal. Let me do something here. Let me do something different. I'm gonna
Moments.
just search a little bit. Let's see Alentejo and just put it. Okay, so Alentejo is this part. What cities make part of Alentejo? Alentejo. What? This name here, it's the same name we have this name in Brazil, the same name. The other ones, no. Porto Alegre. Well, interesting. Two names that are very close to the Brazilian names. Alter do Chão is a place, never been to Alter do Chão, but it's a place up north. And Porto Alegre is the capital of the southeast state in Brazil. Huh, interesting. What is it in the Alentejo? Museu do Azeite. Ok, interesting. Casa do Cante. Maior centro oleiro de Portugal. Oleiro is to make things with mud, right? Yeah, means that. hmm After the Tejo, who comes from Lisboa. How is it to live in Alentejo? According to the nacionalidade portuguesa, It's a very tranquil place, very calm place to live, and very green place. Okay. In the summer, temperatures is around 40. Wow, it's like Rio. Dry days and sunny days. Some historical monuments too. Okay, interesting. Veni- I heard something 1 month ago that there was like a explosion or some breakage in a wine factory in Portugal. There was like a river of wine going down in a place. Was that in Alentejo? Well, that is like some very strange news you get, you know? Yeah. It's what we get in Brazil. Like the news from Portugal we get in Brazil is like those strange things that happen. So yeah, quando ir ao Alentejo. Okay, the hottest day of the year. Oh, look at this! It looks so much. I am from Minas Gerais originally. I don't live there anymore, but yeah, this really looks like Minas Gerais cities. Interesting. Let's go back here to the people. Sorry. Let's go just back to where we were, and then we will react to this song, which commenter recommended me. It's like a classical Alentejano song. So, eu ouvi passarinho, that means I heard a little bird. Yeah, we will see how it works, and after we will go to the lyrics, so you will understand everything. Here we go then with the reaction. Sorry, I will stop blabbering. Here is the reaction. What did she say?
Antes.
What? I don't understand.
E Alentejo quando canta, peito dado à solidão, traz alma na garganta e o sonho no
Is there a significance for this? It's not a scarf, but it looks like a scarf. Is that a specific? Because everybody is wearing one of them. Can you guys tell me some background about that? If that is like a common old days clothes.
coração. Eu ouvi passarinho às 4 da madrugada, cantando lindas cantigas à porta da sua amada. Por ouvir cantar também a sua amada chorou às 4 da
I guess it's very classical because everybody's singing together.
madrugada. O passarinho
Look at this.
cantou. De Alentejo, terra rasa, toda coberta de pau, as tuas espigas doiradas lembram mãos em oração. Eu ouvi passarinho às 4 da madrugada, cantando lindas cantigas à porta da sua amada. Por ouvir cantar também a sua amada chorou às 4 da madrugada.
Interesting. So like it's a choir, I guess. The Alentejano singing is like a choir, which people singing different notes together, and then there's an unison in that. Interesting. Is it only men? Like it's a man singing part because I can only see men here, or is there a woman in Alentejano too?
O passarinho cantou.
Very good. Here's a wow. It's too little to be a Portuguese guitar, I think. Is that a version of the Portuguese guitar? Because this is little. It looks like a mandolin in this one. And the Portuguese guitar is a little bigger, isn't it? Although I'm talking that, I think it's pretty cool too. Like I'm really liking the sound of it. Go down.
De Alentejo quando canta, peito dado à solidão, traz alma na garganta e o sonho no coração.
Like if you see these guys in Brazil, you would say like this is the Gaúcho people, because the Gaúcho people in Brazil, the south of Brazil, they wear these kind of clothes and they have songs which look like that. And I'm always thinking about, well, a lot of the south of Brazil is German derived. It's like Poland derived, but that makes me a little bit curious, because that clothing, it looks so close, like it looks like the Gaúcho people from the interior of Rio Grande do Sul. I don't know why, if there is actually a correlation, but it's interesting.
Eu ouvi um passarinho às 4 da madrugada, cantando lindas cantigas à porta da sua amada. Por ouvir cantar também a sua amada chorou às 4 da madrugada, e um passarinho cantou. E Alentejo, terra rasa, toda coberta de pau, as tuas espigas douradas lembram-me em oração. Eu ouvi um passarinho às 4 da madrugada, cantando lindas cantigas à porta da sua amada. Por ouvir cantar também a sua amada chorou às 4 da madrugada, um passarinho cantou. Por ouvir cantar também. Quem é que chorou? A que horas? Quem é que cantou? Eu! Por ouvir cantar também a sua amada chorou às 4 da madrugada, um passarinho cantou.
That was pretty cool. It did sound very classical, like it sounded like something like a song from the past that people are remembering, you know. And I think that is actually awesome when we are able to create in our culture like these songs which are everlasting, so they last long and they can pass down from generations. I think you can reconnect to part of your history when we have that, and that's always something that I praise. And for that I praise the song and also the guys here singing, like they sing humble. That's interesting, because in general, like nowadays industry, music industry is based on being bold or having very crazy or different personality and showing yourself in a way that is like it captivates others just by the oddness, by the strangeness. And this one, people are just there singing together like a humble, like country folk, like people from the country, just contained and just singing, which I actually think I think is even more truthful for the origin. So yes, if the history that I know is that Alentejo is like a song from the country folk, or like a song for the folk, you know, the people, the farmers. So in that case, it's even better and it makes sense to be like that. Yeah, pretty cool. I liked it. It sounded, like I said, very gaucho, old gaucho Brazilian, from the countryside, having some barbecue, and like it gives me this vibe too. It's interesting why, but yeah, it gave me this vibe. Anyway, we're gonna go to the lyrics. The lyrics is translated to English, so because this channel is international, so for people who are not Portuguese nor Brazilians, so they can understand it too if they are going to listen to it. So here's the lyrics in English. There will be some mistakes, of course, but yes, that's the English translation for it. When the Alentejo sings, it dissipates loneliness. It carries its soul in its throat. That's very interesting. And it has a dream in its heart. I overheard the little birdie at 4 o'clock in the morning, singing beautiful folk songs at his beloved darling's door. 4 in the morning. Because he was singing so beautifully, his beloved darling started to weep At 4 o'clock in the morning, the little bird was singing. Alentejo, holiest of lands. Wow, that's pretty cool. Everything is covered in bread or golden ears of wheat. Remind me of praying hands. Look at that. I overheard the little birdie at 4 o'clock in the morning singing beautiful folk songs at his beloved darling's door. Because he was singing so beautifully, his beloved darling started to weep. At 4 o'clock in the morning, the little bird was singing. Yeah, that was interesting. That was pretty cool. I can't see that like this is like a song for the people who work it. The people working on the farm, waking up 5 a.m. Oh my god. Waking up 5 a.m. and then they just go and start to work with that and then start to sing the song, sing along with the others to give some boost of energy. And I can actually conjecture that in my mind. That was actually very cool, interesting, very cultural. That's what I loved about this. This is not a so popular song compared to other songs, but my channel is to get me and hopefully you guys too more cultural insights from languages. So I am here and most of my intention here is to get real deep into cultural aspects. So not so much interested in pop songs. Of course I can read and to put myself and introduce myself into the culture I can do with pop, but this is the type that I really like because I can feel the culture, the history from that country. And thank you guys from Portugal for giving me that opportunity. Anyway guys, thank you liked what I did today. If you like it, maybe you should give me a like, subscribe. Of course I always say, and that's what my main point here is to have more comments, recommendations of different songs from Portugal, like Alentejo songs or different songs from cultural parts, maybe the north part too, that I should react to or listen, and you think I would get more knowledge about it. That's the true intention of this channel, is get more cultural insights from different countries. So yes, and if you want to continue with me in this journey, discovering some things from songs from all over the world. Also, if you want to see the other reactions from Portugal that I did, you can just check there in the playlist. But yeah, if you want, hop along, subscribe, and I will see you guys another day with another song from another country. Bye bye.